Mobility is an important and challenging field. At TU Delft, several master programs focus on transport and mobility. Two of these are the Civil Engineering Master and the TIL Master. TIL stands for Transport Infrastructure and Logistics. Both prepare students for a career in the mobility sector. But what are the differences? In this video, we show a student perspective on both programs. Let's look at a project that is relevant for both civil engineering and TIL students, the construction of a tram line. There are several tracks within civil engineering that can be involved in a project like this, such as structural engineering or geotechnical engineering. In this video, however, we zoom in on the Traffic and Transport Engineering track, TTE, and compare it with the TIL Master's program. This is Thomas. Thomas has just started the TTE track. He is brainstorming with Julie, a TIL student. When working on the tramline project, they look at the problem from different perspectives. A TTE student zooms in on the technical design of the tramline and the infrastructure around it. They wonder, how should the road and rail be designed to fit in this street? How should traffic lights be adjusted to give priority to the tram? How will the tram affect traffic flow on this corridor? How should the tram schedule be optimized to minimize waiting time? And what does simulation modeling show about how flows change across the city if we introduce the tram line? And does the new tram layout create safety risks? TTE students learn how to design and optimize physical transport networks, such as roads, railways, and public transport infrastructure. Important subjects are data collection, theory formulation, model development, designing and assessing transport solutions, safety analysis, scheduling and optimization, and traffic and infrastructure management. Their focus lies on designing efficient, safe, and reliable transport networks. Julie, on the other hand, zooms out and looks at the wider transport system. TIL students often start with a broader question: what problem in the transport system are we trying to solve? They wonder, where in the city is the travel demand for public transport highest? What other modes are used? How does the tram impact other transport modes? Will the tram reduce car dependency? How should the tram line connect to the existing network? What policy and governance choices are needed to implement the new tram line? What happens to delays and congestion if we simulate the tram line in the network? TIL students analyze the transport system as a whole. They analyze and design passenger and freight transport, services, and infrastructure. TIL includes topics like spatial planning, policy development, transport systems optimization and control, travel behavior, supply chains, and infrastructure networks. Let's compare the masters. First, the faculty structure. TTE is a track within the Civil Engineering Master. TIL is an interdisciplinary program involving civil engineering, mechanical engineering, and technology, policy, and management. The focus of the programs also differs. TTE focuses on designing transport solutions that ensure fast, safe, efficient, and low-emission mobility. As it is a specialization within civil engineering, students not only develop engineering skills in traffic and transport, but also gain knowledge of other civil engineering disciplines. TIL focuses on gaining a comprehensive view of the field of transport, infrastructure, and logistics systems, and approaching challenges through the perspectives of the three faculties. Students can also choose different topics or specializations. In TTE, topics include networks design, service design, physical infrastructure management, or traffic operations management. TIL students choose one of the following specializations: transport governance, traffic operations, transport networks, or logistics systems. There is also a lot of overlap between the programs. Both TIL and TTE work with data, build models, use simulations, analyze transport problems, and solve mobility problems. Graduates from both programs often work in consultancy, government, or industry, helping to design and improve transport systems. The structure of the programs is slightly different. In civil engineering, students first follow a shared technical foundation and then choose one of several tracks, including traffic and transport engineering. In the TIL Master, students first follow fundamental TIL courses. After this, they also choose a specialization track. Later in the program, students from different TIL specializations work together again in common courses, such as the design project of the second year. Both programs conclude with a master thesis. often in collaboration with a company, where scientific research and real-life challenges are combined. Both TIL and TTE focus on mobility and transport systems, but they start from different perspectives. TTE focuses on designing and optimizing the infrastructure and operations of transport networks. TIL focuses on understanding and improving the wider transport system, including demand, logistics, and policy. Both perspectives are needed to design the future of mobility. This video presented one example from a student perspective, but there is much more to learn about both programs. If you want to explore the programs in more detail, visit this link.